All right, welcome back. Today we're going to start Unit 2, and this is the first part of Unit 2. We're going to be talking about what are called translations or slides. Translations are a part of what are known as rigid transformations. A rigid transformation is a geometric transformation that is done by moving a function or a shape around without changing its size. These are also called isometries. You don't need to know that word specifically, but that is the term for it. The first kind of rigid transformation we'll look at is called a translation. It's also known as a slide. This would be any kind of transformation that moves a figure left, right, up, down, or a combination of both. Translations are often written as a vector, with the x digit being the shift left or right, and the y digit being the amount shifted up or down. For example, a translation vector of 3, -2 will shift the shape, that's hard to say, right 3 and down 2. Here's an example of that. So let's look at a shape that we have here. So we have A, B, C, D, which is just going to be a four-sided figure. A is at the point -4, 1, B is at -1, 1, C is at -4, 3, D is at -3, 4, and we're going to translate this with the vector 3, -2. That means we're going to take every individual point, move them 3 spaces right and 2 spaces down. You can accomplish this just by adding them to each individual point and finding the new coordinates. Or, if you're uncomfortable with that, you can graph it, and then at each point, go 3 spaces right, 2 spaces down, and then mark where your new point is. For example, to find out where A would go, you can do -4 plus 3, which is going to give you -1 for your new x coordinate, and then 1 plus -2 to give -1 for your new y coordinate. You can do the same thing for B, C, and D. Or, like I said, you can follow the path with your pencil. Here's what your transform shape should look like. Now, for today's assignment, you'll be looking at 2 different kinds of translations. One, you'll be given what's called an image, which is the first version here. So this would be the image. And now today for the assignment, you'll be given a pre-image, which is what this first one here is called, the one in blue. And then an image, which is the second one, the one here in red. Then you'll be asked to find a translation vector to take one to the other. To do that, you need only find corresponding points. So for example, you could use this point up here, and then count how many spaces to the right and how many spaces down it would have to go. Then there are some parts of the assignment where you'll have to do exactly this. Take a shape, draw it on a graph, and then using a translation vector, draw the image once you're given the pre-image. If you have any questions on this, please let me know. This can be found in the Unit 2 Lesson 1 section in the back of the room, and then this has a Part 2 that goes with it that you can find on Delta Math. So yeah, have yourselves a great day.